Okay, we'll go back to the early years, foreman of Gardendale. We'll go back to about 1824 when Abraham Stouts and his associates started working and completed within a couple of years a road from Baltimore, which was on the banks of the Mulberry River, to the town of Ellerton, the predecessor of Birmingham. And of course, they followed basically the Indian paths, which that path came through what is today Gardendale. Back then, they widened the Indian paths to accept the wagons and the stagecoaches that haul the passengers between the little small towns. Came through Gardendale. It's called Stouts Road, sometimes Stouts Turnpike. At various locations on the road, they would have a toll gate, and the travelers would have to pay a certain amount of money, for example, a horse or a cow or a wagon or a person coming through. And that money went to the people that established the roads, built the roads. Now, to build these roads, they used the people that lived along those routes to construct the roads. And if they did not work on the roads, they had to pay a fine of $1. They were required to work a maximum of 10 days each year. Well, the roads developed, comes through an area which is now Gardendale. Back then it was basically a crossroads. You had people started moving in from other states. The earliest one that we have been able to turn up was 1824. Have his homestead records. And as you look on in the 30s, you see more and more people coming in. Area begins to develop. Probably the first industry in this area was a pottery factory, which was located along Stouts Road and what is today Fieldstown Road. That pottery factory lasted, and it was owned by a Methodist minister, Mr. John Y. Miller. From 1873 to 1876, they produced pottery, and his brother sold it throughout the countryside. After that, they went bankrupt. Then you go up into the 1880s and you see stores being built, small stores to accommodate the people that live in the area. One of the first ones was J.I. Kimmons store, which is located on the corner of Stouts Road and Mount Olive Road. Today is called Main Street and Mount Olive Road, or excuse me, Fieldstown Road. That's on the corner of Main Street and Fieldstown Road. You had some sawmills in the area. Basically, what really increased the population in this community, in the Gardendale area, was the coal mines that surrounded our area. The Newcastle, Lewisburg, Brookside, Coalburg, Mary Lee mines. The people who lived in this area, that's where most of them worked, in those mines. And that was where the people could make some money. Not very much, but they made enough to sustain life. Our community continued to grow, and you know, it was like a real crossroads. between Ellerton, Birmingham, Coleman, Nashville, Decatur, points north. And we go on, you know, through our years of growth. We get into the 50s, we're continuing to grow. You see more little stores being added. You see more people moving into the area. Then in 1955, we were at a point in growth that a lot of the leaders in the community decided to incorporate Gardendale. It was incorporated June 1955. And from that point on, it really started growing. We had a lot of people, upstanding citizens in this community that volunteered to bring this city forward. You know, prior to 1906, we were called Jugtown. 1906, we had a school teacher, Miss Hetty Thomason Cargo. She did not like what the name Jugtown inferred. So she held a drawing on the porch of the J.I. Kimmons store. There was two names placed in a hat, Gardendale, Gardendale. She drew the name, drew out Gardendale. Henceforth, we're now called Gardendale. Although some people, this day and time, still refer to Jugtown. But we are Gardendale. Have grown tremendously since '55 until today. We have beautiful schools, great parks, beautiful civic center, fixing to have a brand new city hall that will be built on the property that the civic center is located on. But a lot of this was brought forth simply because of the people in the community that volunteered, gave their time, effort, and money to bring this city to where it is today.